Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Stardew Valley. It's a special day. Do you know what day it is?
Tuesday.
Correct. No, wait, Sunday. Wait, it's in Stardew Valley. It's Sunday at least.
Ah. Hell yes, it is. What's actually happening? Oh, it's the Moonlight Jelly event.
Oh yeah. I was genuinely asking because I posed it like a rhetorical question, but I totally did not know what day it was. Which special day?
The thing is, you don't actually need to do the Moonlight Jelly event, if I recall correctly. It doesn't give you anything.
But it's pretty though.
It is pretty.
But I don't care either. If you don't care.
I'm happy to go, but if I forget, I don't really hold it as a grudge or a grief myself for it.
Probably don't need to water stuff, do you?
Oh,
the
right,
corn,
yes.
the corn though.
28th.
But the corn, which one's corn? Is this corn?
Yeah.
Okay, this should be watered.
Otherwise we planted something late in the season is not coming up.
Yeah. But we do have our chickens. Oh, they're fully grown. Pop quiz. What are the name of our chickens?
Rillard and Fritz Soda.
Okay, good. I keep forgetting because the names are so out there. I just can't keep them straight. Oh boy. All right, so there's an extra melon and an extra tomato. We don't need them, do we?
No, we don't necessarily need them. We do have a bunch of melons for these jiggling jars over here.
Yeah, and it's a golden melon, so.
Oh yeah, that's definitely worth a sell.
With the sell.
I'm gonna go put pine tar and maple tar into the community center.
Okay. We got the artisan bundle done, right? Or will we? Because someone told me.
We may have. No, we haven't done the artisan bundle yet.
Oh, okay. Because someone told me that I asked if truffle oil was in it, and you said no, but it was. So I'm wondering if...
I will clarify. I believe you asked if it was in the chef's bundle.
Ah! They're wrong. They're wrong! Ha ha! Got him.
I'm hoping they are, because otherwise it's me.
No, I think that sounds right. That sounds correct. Battery pack. Crocus. Summer spangle, poppy seed muffin, cave carrot, pumpkin, tulip. Any of these sound like an exciting thing?
Could you start the list from top again? Sorry.
Pumpkin, tulip, poppy seed muffin, summer spangle, crocus, battery pack, fairy rose. Cute chair.
Crocus, battery pack, fairy rose. Crocus might be a winter forage if
I think it might be.
Just gonna check that.
Which I guess,
Wait.
I mean, it's 1,000, but I don't know.
I mean, look, winter is next season.
And it's 1,000, so.
That's true. It's only a
Wait, isn't next season fall?
Isn't next season what?
Fall?
Yep. Never mind. Get the crocus.
Oh, get the crocus. Oh, you think so?
Because we might actually be able to get a snow yam from there as well and finish the winter foraging bundle and get the greenhouse before the end of the first year.
That would be, oh my, we could get it, we could maybe get it, wait, so what are the things that you can get in the cave? The snow yam, right? And I think you can get a crystal fruit. Or crystal.
Do we not already have a crystal fruit?
I think we might.
Yeah, we do.
Wow.
I think you can actually get a snow yam from exploring in the mines as well.
I think so. So that's the winter foraging thing is the only thing that's would be keeping us from getting the greenhouse before winter, right?
Yeah.
So we could. Wow, that'd be great. Okay. I'm putting the
all behind it.
There
was a comment recently that was actually trying to tell me that apparently it's going to be difficult to get everything done by the end of year one, largely due to having to raise a pig in order to get the truffle.
Yes.
Because a pig to adulthood is apparently like a month or two.
Is it? I thought it was like 2 weeks. Oh boy.
I do not know off the top of my head. I'm just referring to the comments.
I mean, So, but do we need the truffle, or is that one that we could omit for something else?
Do we need the truffle, or is that something we can... No, we, it's one of the... So the animal bundle, the truffle is in one of the chef's bundles. It's just we get that from an animal. The animal bundle does have one excess, so we can either get large egg, 2 different colors of large egg. Do we have 2 different colors of chicken?
No, we do not. Should I go talk to Marnie and get some, see if I can get in the different color chicken?
Yeah, I mean, also cows, goats, ducks. Any of those, because we're also going to need those.
We're going to need a big barn for that, though.
We're going to need a bigger barn.
We're going to need a bigger barn. Is there anything in fall that we were... any trees in fall that we were supposed to plant a tree already for that we didn't? Or have we done that?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, cool. New white
I mean,
chicken.
you can plant trees out of season. They just don't grow.
Yeah, but we did that already, right? We did?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with a couple names for the chicken here. Chapello.
I love it.
Gecknardo.
That's perfect. That's better.
Oops. Oh wait, that's Geckardo. There, I'll go Gecknardo. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Gecknardo. Bipomo.
Amazing.
Zono. Sickert.
He does look like a Zono.
Sickert.
That's the sickert name I've ever heard in my life.
Petumo. Oh, man. Bitsaboo. Bitsaboo.
Bitsaboo, though.
Bitsaboo.
I'm back on board.
Bitsaboo, you think? Should I go with Bitsaboo?
Yep.
All right. Bitsaboo the brown chicken.
Bitsaboo's too good. Go lock it in.
Locked in.
Can you also pick up oh no, wait, we do need bigger. Yeah, you're right.
We need a bigger barn.
We
Also,
need the
she's
resources
closed.
for creating those then.
Let's I guess I can't find out because it's past 5. I'm assuming it is. What were the things for the coop? Because I bet you it's the same but more of it. Was it
I'm just
wood?
gonna guess like a bunch of stone, bunch of wood, bunch of hardwood.
That's my guess as well. I'll check what we got, and otherwise I'll start going at whatever we have the least of. Do we have no stone?
I have 11 on me, but yeah, I think used all of the stone in order to create other stuff on the camp already.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta go to the mines. Because we at least have some wood, don't we? We have 15 hardwood. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop on over to the magic forest and get that. Because that's limited. How many days? I'll do that. Because it's kind of late to do mining. And I'll do mining tomorrow.
The server has closed the connection.
Has it?
Well, guess I'm not allowed to play anymore. I don't know why you've decided to kick me out. This is an unceremonious end to the series. I'm just not allowed to work with you anymore.
I was getting, frankly, you're getting a little too chummy with Cool Tim.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you try to join back? Or?
Yeah, I'm just trying
Okay.
now. So the Cindersap Forest stuff that's going to be useful. I'm also on camp just trying to, or on farm rather at the moment, trying to tear down all of the trees we don't currently have tappers in.
Yeah. Make sure you don't chop down the fruit ones.
They're way far in the
good.
corner, so I couldn't even make that mistake if I tried.
I bet you if you tried, you could. I believe in you. If you wanted to, I bet you. If you wanted to make that mistake, I bet you could. I have faith.
You know what? I feel invigorated. I feel like I can do anything, including making that mistake. I appreciate the sentiment.
I feel empowered to
The
make
only
many
thing I can't
mistakes.
Only thing I can't do is join this GD server at the moment, apparently. Oh, never mind. We're back.
Okay. It just said you quit, like, maybe like 15, 20 seconds ago.
That'll probably be why. Like, it took a while to understand that I'd quit, and then the game was like, you're not allowed to join. You're already in.
You're here. Yeah, that's probably, it makes a lot of sense. You can't join, you quit. You can't quit, you're joined. Okay. Got all of the
Have
special.
you ever quit? Have you ever quit a job in a more spectacular social way than handing something in?
Um, I no technically because I did hand something in, but I did it in a pretty spectacular way as far as handing things in go, I guess.
Ooh,
Like,
okay. How'd you deliver it?
well, basically, I mean, without going into it because it's like a full-on story, the boss was like really just really bad, and like she like wouldn't show up, and I was the assistant manager, and the boss just like wouldn't show up, and all this stuff was falling on me for basically a job I effectively didn't actually sign up for, and I was getting really sick of it. And then she started getting mad at me for not doing stuff that was her job. And then so she called me, she kept having me come in to work to have talks with me that were so just like, I couldn't handle it anymore. So she just told me to come in for a talk, and instead I was going, the next week I was going on vacation for 2 weeks or something. And then instead of coming in for a talk, I came in with my 2 weeks notice as I was about to leave for my 2-week vacation. And I was like, my 2 weeks starts now. So it's as far as turning in a paper goes, it was a little more spectacular than normal, I guess. Because it was like,
that's a spicy one. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it was a problem. It was a problem. Like,
it's always the case of, if I have to do more work, pay me more then.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just that. It was like, appreciate the fact that I'm doing way more than I'm supposed to for you, effectively, so you don't get chewed out by your boss, and then like don't call me in for this stupid stuff. And like, there's a whole thing with another coworker lying about me and legitimately actually falsifying text messages from me.
God damn.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, it was bad. Like, she was legitimately, she was making fake messages from me, and she was making fake messages from my boss to show me. So she was causing a lot of problems, and she would not fire because she wanted to be the assistant manager, and I got it. So she was, she just was causing chaos. She was making fake messages from my boss, and it was getting to the situation where my boss knew that was going down, and then my boss started lying, saying some messages that weren't fake were fake. So some of it was actually real, and I had to figure out what. And it was just like, it was getting destructive for my mental health, like not being able to trust what was happening and trust what I was being told at my job that meant nothing to me. It was becoming a huge part of my life when it was supposed to be no part of my life. Like, I was getting paid like $10 an hour.
It's like straight up gaslighting right there.
I mean, literally. I was getting paid like $10 an hour, I think. Maybe less. I was supposed to put up with that.
Good God, I'm being paid this much money, and I'm gonna have to use all of it to go and get therapy because I feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that sucked a lot extra is that I lived like a 1.5-minute walk from there, and I had to get called in all the time because I lived a 1.5 minutes. Like, so the boss was just like, "Here, come in and open this. I'm gonna be late. Come in and open the store for me on my day off, my 1 day off or whatever. Like, come in and open it for me and stay there until I get there." And I would do it, and she wouldn't show up for like 3 hours. And she was like, and she would come in and she would have like, she would have like lunch and stuff too. I was like, I mean, you could have at least like not went out to go pick up food for yourself at the very least. Like, and then but the thing is, what was getting really frustrating is that she would start getting mad at me when I would say no. because I said yes too many times. So she just started to assume that I would do it forever. But I had a life. Like that was when I started to try to stream, and I was like, I just literally couldn't do it because I would have to get called in half the time.
Mm-hmm. That's actually like a really, really big thing for me. I am fine doing things for other people, but if it starts getting like taken for granted and especially taken advantage of, I'm out. You're the whole thing now, and I'm not doing anything for you. Why would I?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'll do it. Like, I'm happy to make people's lives easier, but like if it gets to the point where it's not even being appreciated anymore, and instead it's a thing where they get mad when you don't do it, then it drives me up the wall. That it gets me. I hate that.
I'm almost glad to hear that the work situation got that bad so you could get out of there, because that sounds like an awful, awful time.
Oh, it was horrible. I had to, eventually I had like a full-on mental breakdown there, and I called my boss's boss, and I was like, she was like consoling me on the phone, and then but then like, I'm more expendable than the boss because they'd have to give her extra like severance or something. So she then would turn and just be like, as soon as the phone conversation was over, it's like, who cares? Even though I was like, she's like not showing up to work. Like, so she's not showing up at all a lot of these days. And, I just, I'm young and don't like this. Oh boy. But yeah. All right. So I should probably get stone, huh?
Yes. Yeah, if you could. That would be extremely, extremely useful.
Okay. I didn't even...
My story is nowhere near as fabulous. It's just I walked in one day and a manager that I really, really didn't like started chewing me out for something I didn't do, and I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
I don't need this job. And I walked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the end of me working.
And
then, oh my god, the week after, like, because she was there and she saw it, and she was like, it was pretty clear what was going on. She called me a couple times trying to get me to come in for extra shifts because I was effectively, it was my first like real official job at that point. Like, I'd worked for like golf ranges getting balls and stuff like that beforehand, but this was like an actual retail job kind of situation.
Yeah.
So I didn't know I was being taken advantage of. I only found out after I'd left that as a casual worker, it was literally illegal for them to give me as many hours as I was working consistently.
Yeah.
So I think, like, similarly, she kind of just got used to the fact that I would take it.
Yeah.
And I'm not into that.
Yeah, that reminds me. Another reason I hated the job. I was no longer like I couldn't take breaks, which is illegal. I was not allowed to leave, or I was not allowed to eat, like take my break to eat. And
what?
Yeah, it was literally against the law. It was a really big problem. This was the place.
I'm not surprised that company would have, broken the law in that fashion as well, considering everything else.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the one that if you remember in the Minecraft series, I said that someone broke into my car, dumped a bag of chips on from the back seat on top, and then I went and quit my job. That's the one. So whoever did that inspired me to go quit the worst job situation. And the thing is, it was like,
you know what's gonna happen is in the future you're gonna realize that having quit that job is the most important thing. Then you will create a time machine, go back in time, break into your own car,
dump my own chips.
Those chips.
You better believe it. But it's like, it was such a bummer situation because I loved the job and then the boss changed. The original boss is still like, texts me and is like, if you ever need a reference for anything, please tell me. Like, and that's great. I love that. The other person, I'm like, stop trying to friend request me on Facebook. You gave me the worst months of my life.
I'm a big fan of the hard block on Facebook. You cannot see my profile's existence block.
I don't know why why does she want to be my friend? Why would you want
She's
it?
calling you in for another shift.
She got fired, I think, finally. I think she got fired. No, the store closed. The store closed because it was having problems. The store, and I'm going to say that it's because I left, because it closed like a couple months after I left. So I'm going to say that's...
Of course.
It's because I left. They just couldn't function.
I'm going to guess that they just couldn't find another person who would deal with the same abuse. And it just went under.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel
so we did miss the dance of the moonlight jellies last night. I will have you know, I was standing at the threshold to the beach the entire time.
Oh, you were?
Yep. Waiting, players, 1 of 2.
I didn't realize that you wanted to go.
No, I realized you wanted to go, so I was like, yeah, it's pretty, let's go.
Oh, I forgot because I was busy telling my dang life story.
That's totally fine. I'm glad actually that we didn't end up going to the festival of the Moonlight Jellies then.
Oh boy. Yeah. And now I do this.
Honestly, vast upgrade. How's the coworkers here instead?
You know, a lot better. A lot better. I mean, I shouldn't. There was a step in between. There were 2 steps in between that and this, but still, yes. Now
I think for me it was like that. So I'd walked out on that, and then I used the money that I'd banked from that to buy my microphone, and then I started doing this while I was studying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I haven't actually worked like a real job since then.
Oh boy.
And then like when I was about to zero out on money in my bank account, this started to take off in a way that I could actually sustain myself.
Hell yeah.
It was so lucky.
Was it when Slay the Spire came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Slay the Spire will always have like a spot in my heart, not only because I absolutely love the game, but because it turned the hobby that I was, distracting myself with at the time from the fact that I was going to have to search for a job to something that could sustain me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's nice, but dang if I don't live slightly in fear.
Yeah, definitely. Like the job instability is just the market we're in effectively.
Yeah. My mom keeps sending me job opportunities, job applications via text. She sent me 2 this week, and I told her that this is my full-time job now, and she's still sending me messages for jobs. I don't know. I don't understand, but
I mean, like the sky is always falling in our industry, so
it's true. But like
it's fair, but at a certain rate, it's like, do you not believe in me?
Yeah, well, it's more just like ask if everything's okay instead of just sending like effectively subtweeting me. Because everything is fine. I didn't quit my job until I'd be fine while the sky was falling, and the sky's not even really falling. There's always rumors that the sky's about to fall. So I mean, it's a great way to be always paranoid, but things are fine enough.
I mean, I think you end up being paranoid in that space for so long that it becomes impossible to continue functioning with that paranoia, and you just lean into it like, yeah, it could all be over tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I do want to.
It's not, but it could.
Yeah. I do want to look at my stats less though. But it's hard. My looking at my stats skyrocketed when I made the decision to quit my job because I kind of feel like I had to.
I mean, You kind of do have to at that rate, and it does suck. But one of the best things that I did for myself last year was stop looking at analytics entirely.
Yeah.
I do not track those graphs, and I had to do that not because like of a decision at the time, like an active decision. There were two different reasons. There was one where like the Slay the Spire channel started to breach with like outside of my own sphere. And so comments got real abusive for a while, and I was like, I don't need to be anywhere near these. And then as a result, I just blocked like the dashboard's community page and the analytics page and all of those kinds of things, and I just had access to the videos.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's not, and it was quite useful. But and then after that, it was that I was not having a great time, and that happened a few times, and I could see in the analytics like everything dip back down to nothing and then not recover to what it was before when I went back to work. And it started to become discouraging to the point that I just realized I couldn't look at it anymore.
I don't know. I definitely want to look less. The thing that sucks is that I feel like I really do know how to read my stats and adjust things accordingly. And that's what sucks, is that I know that when I do look at my stats, I know how to make my chart look better. Like and that's it's a blessing and a curse. Like it is great to know how to fix the problem. Like I'm really good at fixing the problem and getting the stats back where they are quote unquote supposed to be. But I don't know. It's a lot of time and it's a lot of worry.
Yep.
But yeah.
I wonder how many like bigger creators ignore their stats but would actually get a ridiculous amount of mileage out of not ignoring their stats, but ignore their stats for their own, mental health or
a lot
sanity's sake.
A lot. And there's probably an equal amount of people who wouldn't know how to correctly read their stats and would almost be better off if they didn't look at them at all. Maybe they'd get more views. I bet you there's a lot of those too, actually.
Oh, definitely. I have met and worked with creators in the past that just do not look at any of that kind of thing and are doing quite well.
Yeah. Like, and there's some people that probably do better because of it. Like, and I don't know. I am excited to, like, I'm just hoping that this year, my goal for the year, and like I said, the Minecraft series, I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god, is to stay full time all year and slowly have to think about it when I'm not doing it, like more and more, but stay full time. So like hopefully not have to look at that stuff. Like if things could just get like a little bit better, so that I feel like I don't even have to look. That'd be great. And then that's my goal for the whole year. It's the big one.
That's
with YouTube.
The absolute dream.
Oh boy. Did we sell anything? Otherwise we're just gonna get kicked into the Oh no!
Yeah, just immediately got kicked into the next day. So why don't you start the next one?
Alright. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Help us be career stable. Like, comment, share with all your friends. Help. Bye.
See you.